Hey everybody, Anthony Van Dyke with ALV Mortgage. Just wanted to talk to you today about investment properties. It is a long, slow game, but it's a game worth playing. Recently, I had a client in my office and we were brainstorming on how she can own and purchase more properties. She's 64 years old. She owns 12 properties, 7 of which are free and clear, and she wants to own more properties. While she was sitting at my desk, I asked her, what was it, or how did you get to this point where you own so many properties and have so many free and clear? Like, how did you get here? And she told me one of the most interesting stories I've ever heard. She told me that when she was 22 years old, she was going to college at University of Utah, and a sign came up on her apartment complex. And she thought, you know what? I'd like to own this. She hadn't have a job. She was just a student. She walked into her local bank and she asked them, I'd like to get a loan. I'd like to buy this apartment complex I live in. And the bank loan officer laughed at her. This was in the 70s, but he just straight out laughed at her. And then he brought the branch manager in and he said, say it again. Tell him what you just told me. And she told him again that she lived here and she thinks it's a good investment and she'd really like to own this apartment complex. And again, 1972, the branch manager just laughed at her. She was humiliated, just devastated. She couldn't believe she was treated that way. All she wanted to do was buy an investment property, apartment complex. It was a pretty big apartment complex. She had no job. She had no down payment. Wasn't likely that loan was going to happen, but she really wanted it. Well, the next year, she bought a condo and she moved into it. A couple years later, she bought another condo and then another condo. And she never sold any of the properties she's bought. But over the last 40 years, she's bought 12 properties. Over time, she's been able to pay off 7 of them. She still has small, very small mortgages on the other 5, but she's been able to do very well. Her gross rental income, now that she owns 12 properties, is about $180,000 a year. She's making just under $200,000 because she bought a condo, kept it, slowly paid it off, bought another one, slowly paid it off. It's taken her 42 years, but she's doing quite well. If you're thinking about buying an investment property, now's a really good time. It may not make you a lot of money this year, but if you can keep it over time, it's going to be a great retirement vehicle. And if you can buy 12 of them over the next 42 years, you'll be in great shape. If you know anyone looking to buy an investment property, have them give me a call. Anthony Van Dyke, 801-206-4343.